Today I've set before you life and prosperity, death and doom. The first reading lays out all these choices that are laid out before us. They're laid out pretty clearly, right? Life or death, prosperity or doom, God or not God. The choice is clear, is laid out very clearly for us. That is, until Jesus kind of flips these choices on their head. Jesus says that to come after him, to follow him, to have life, is actually to choose the cross. He says that the only way to find life is by choosing the things that seem to kill us. And on the flip side, that the things that we think will give us life, will give us pleasure, will actually eventually destroy us. So what are we to make of this? I think Lent that we have started yesterday, it's such a beautiful opportunity to enter into God's perspective on life, God's eternal perspective. Because for us, we are so limited in how we see things and how we view life. We only usually see what is right in front of us. But God sees the whole picture. God sees how all of the sufferings that we endure in this life are actually gaining for us an eternal reward beyond anything we could possibly think of. God sees that somehow through the cross, our own sufferings have been brought into union with God himself. And that if we embrace these things willingly, then that will actually lead to life. That our penances that we undertake during Lent are not meaningless, they're not just some empty exercise, but they actually have eternal significance, an eternal reward if we unite them with the Lord. It also reminds us that our sufferings are not worthless, that the things we endure in this life, the things that the Lord allows us to go through, that he gets it, that he himself suffered so that we would not be alone in our sufferings. And so today and throughout this Lent, we choose life by choosing the cross, by choosing to follow the Lord daily, even if that means suffering, even if that means pain, because we know the end of the story, that the suffering is not the end. We know that death does not win, that we can look forward to Easter even as we go through the desert of Lent. So as we go through this Lenten journey, we can remember the words that St. Paul spoke to the Romans, that the sufferings of this life are not worth comparing to the glory that will be revealed in us.